during the regular season. Corkum, centering pass deflected. Corkum again. Corkum turns it to the top. White will send it back. 17 seconds remaining here. Elias 2 goals. Arnott, Sikora 2 assists. Madden, Stevens 1 and 1 each. 7 seconds remaining to go. Martin Brodeur enjoying the view from the other end. The New Jersey Devils have won Game 7, 5-1, eliminating Toronto. Pat Quinn, coach of the Leafs, and Robinson.
Martin Brodeur said, I am always compared to the guy at the other end. The guy at the other end in this series has faced more shots and better shots than I have faced. He's had a chance to look better than I have looked. But I'm not ashamed of the way I've played. He doesn't have to be ashamed of the way he played in this one.
Devils out shooting Toronto 20-16. They will line up for the traditional last game. Shaking of hands at center ice.
You might look at the agate and think that Curtis Joseph had an off night. The Devils' execution was perfect.
One thing I want to know after this game is what Larry Robinson said to the Devils in the first intermission, because they came out. My guess is it was something very calm and very loose about enjoying the game. Let's go out and have some fun and play this thing the way you can.
And making tactical adjustments in combination with that. And if anything, the Devils look more composed in this game than at any other point in the playoffs. I really thought they looked like they were enjoying themselves. They were playing their game. They were making the right plays. They weren't gripping the sticks and turning them into sawdust. And you can't be tight and execute the kind of offensive plays that they did that led to goals in this tilt.
They committed only 2 penalties in this game. Toronto 1 for 2 on the power play. The Devils had 3 power play chances and scored a power play goal. There they are. Cujo, 2 goaltenders. Martin Brodeur. Martin Brodeur's wife, who became famous in the playoffs last year watching, Melanie Brodeur. Seeing her husband move on again, and a couple of hard hitters right there. McKay and Corson. So a disappointing finish in this Game 7 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's get on to Brian Engblom. Brian.
Thanks very much, Gary. I'm with Patrick Elias. Patrick, this series was tough. It was physical. It was almost dangerous sometimes. Is this the toughest series you've ever been in?
Could be close to the series that we played against Dallas and Philadelphia last year, but they battled hard. You got to give them credit. They worked hard. You know, give us a lot of troubles to go through to get over them, but you know, that's what the champions are made of. We got to battle over some obstacles in a way, and hopefully we can go all the way.
Game 7s, there's a lot of pressure. This is your 3rd one. Does it get any easier?
I love it. You know, it's awesome to play on Game 7. It's do or die, and for both games, and everyone is living everything out there, and we just came out on the top once again.
Were you surprised that you were able to get this one to score a 5-1?
We played pretty good, actually. You know, in the first, looks like we sit back a little. We didn't play our game, and in the second, I got to give a credit to our coaching staff. They did something different. You know, we were matching the lines, and you know, Corsten's line, they did a great job on our line, so we had to do something different. And Larry came out that we're gonna switch it up, and it worked out perfect.
You did a great job too. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Gary Thorne.
Thank you, Brian. The New Jersey Devils against the Toronto Maple Leafs have come away with a 5-1 win.
It wasn't headaches, but butterflies afflicting 4 NHL teams Wednesday. It was Game 7 night and Elimination Central. 60% of Game 7s over the years won by the home team. Niedermayer not dead, just ailing, sitting it out. Alexander Mogilny on Sergei Berezin, and Pat Quinn says, hey, the guy's smaller than me. Peter Sikora, second period. On the power play, Patrick Elias, the one-timer, and the Devils take a 2-1 lead. Moments later, Stevens finds Elias, again the one-timer, so that would make him a two-timer. Anyway, 5 playoff. Pay attention, Kevin.
It's funny. It's scaring me that you brought that up.
Okay, Stevens with a blast and gets Cujo, and the Devils win 5-1. They take the series afterwards. An actual handshake, of course, out of uniform with Ty Domi and Scott Niedermayer, and that is good news. They await the winner of the Pens-Sabres series.
The other Game 7 taking place in Denver between the Kings and the Avs. Felix Potvin came in red hot, but how about this? The former King beats him in the first period. It's the first goal that Potvin had given up in 182 minutes, 1-0 Avs. But late in the second period, watching Nelson Emerson, this is a blast. Beats Patrick Waugh. Emerson's second in the playoffs. We're tied at 1 after 2, but in the third period, the Avs erupt for 4 goals to put this thing away. And it now sets up the all-Walmart Western Conference Final because both the Blues and Avs owners are married to heiresses of the Walmart fortune, so it should be exciting.
We have a special on aisle 13. Still ahead, Dion Dunplay,
who beats Potvin for the goal, and the Avs have the lead in Game 7, 1-0. But late in the second period, LA would rally. Nelson Emerson across the blue line and beating Patrick Waugh for the game-tying goal. We're even at 1 after 2. Into the third, Colorado on the move. Peter Forsberg, great centering pass to Drury. Top shelf pass Potvin, and again, the Avalanche have the lead, and there was more to come. They have a power play. Ville Nieminen streaking down the side, blows his shot past Potvin again into the corner of the net. 2 of Colorado's 4 third-period goals as they get that bug of Game 7s off their back and win this thing 5-1 to reach the conference finals for a 3rd straight year. They will start against St. Louis at home in Game 1 on Saturday.
We gave it a heck of a run, and we really believe we could win tonight, but wasn't meant to be. But you know, I credit them. They played a great game.
Yeah, it was. It's a difficult time, a difficult thing to go through, but you know, fortunately, we came out on the right side, and now we move on.
Let's check out Game 7, another one between the Maple Leafs and the Devils. Alexander McGillney dropping Sergei Berezin, and Larry Robinson explains he got loopy. That's what happened. Early in the second, Devils attacking McGillney. To Sergei Nemchinov for the goal. His first to the playoffs, good timing. It ties the game at 1. Later in the second, Peter Sikora to Patrick Elias. And Elias, the one-timer, his 4th of the playoffs. Devils have the lead 2-1. 2 minutes later, Scott Stevens, nice cross-ice pass to Elias, who scores his 2nd of the period. Devils up 3-1, but hang on. 5 minutes later, Stevens, just do it yourself. Flat out winds up and blows it in as the Devils win this thing easily against the Leafs in the decisive Game 7. 5-1 the final. So the Devils ousted Toronto in 6 games last year, and this time around it takes the full 7. So the Stanley Cup drought for the Leafs extends to 34 years and counting, while New Jersey is still on track to repeat.
Everyone contributed. It was a team win, and we're moving on.
It's hard to stomach right now because I think we dropped the ball 2 years ago. We dropped the ball last year, and we had an opportunity this year to really make a name for ourselves, and apparently dropped the ball again.
We had to work for everything out there. They played hard, and I had to give them credit. They played smart, they played physical, and but you know what? We're a tough team to knock out.
By the way, after the game, Niedermayer and Ty Domi ran into each other in the hallway, and Domi apologized for this hit that sidelined the Devils defenseman and got Domi suspended for the balance of this series and the first 8 games of next season. Said Niedermayer, I have a problem with what happened, but to come up and shake my hand